The Mercenary is a melee class that fights with swords and axes. If you've played other MMORPGs in the past, they're kind of like the warrior class. Even though Vagrants also have access to swords and axes, the Mercenary's techniques are much more refined. They also have the highest attack and defense out of all the first classes. Mercenaries use strength to increase attack, dexterity for attack speed, critical rate and accuracy, and stamina for increased defense and health. They do not require intelligence to use any skills. Mercenary abilities involve spinning about to shred enemies, slashing at foes to drain their health, spreading nets, and firing shockwaves at opponents from a close distance. All mercenary skills require FP to use. A mercenary can become either a knight or a blade when they reach level 60. When leveling a mercenary, they are generally pretty strong, even if you're not following a specific build. But one tip I can give you guys is that if you're not running with the support, or expect to have max level buffs at you at all times, you probably want to put some points into dexterity. Anywhere from 53 to 66 dexterity is recommended. This is to both increase survivability through evades and blocks, but also boost the damage and hit rate. I'm going to present you with two variations that are popular builds for mercenaries. They're kind of similar, but one depends on a support and the other one is more capable of leveling by itself. I'm not going to go into specifics like what equipment you should run, as this video is aimed to give newer players a general idea of what the class is capable of, and some of the directions you can take. With support. This build is optimal if you're running with buffs. Mercenaries need dexterity in order to evade and block attacks, which helps them survive higher level monsters, but most importantly to increase attack speed, hit rate and the chance to critically strike, which is crucial for their damage. It's recommended to have 33 dexterity. With a maxed out cannonball buff from a full support assist or a ringmaster, you will hit the first speed break for mercenary axes. If you don't know what a speed break is, the easiest way to explain it is the point where the dexterity increases the attack speed. You probably want to have a few points into stamina, just to help you with survivability, and the rest is put in strength to maximize damage. Without support, the second variation of this build optimizes for solo play, and the main differences here are a little more points added into dexterity, somewhere between 53 and 66 is recommended. Stamina would see somewhere between 30 and 40 points. And as with the last build, the rest is put into strength for damage. This build will reach the axe speed break without buffs and will be pretty self-sufficient. I got some feedback on my last video that some of you would like to see text and images while I'm showing off the different skills, so I made sure to include that in this video. I appreciate every single comment, and if you guys have any other suggestions to how I can further improve my content, I'll gladly take your feedback. My job is to deliver top tier content for FlyFF Universe. Now let's take a look at those skills. Slash strikes the enemy 2 times in rapid succession. Keen Wheel, a continuous spinning attack. Blindside, a spinning finishing move. Special Hit, a single powerful strike that attacks all enemies in front. This is the Mercenary's AoE attack. Bloody Strike, drains life from an enemy. This absorbs 35% damage. Reflex Hit, this skill absorbs one attack and releases back at an enemy. Guillotine, a powerful ranged attack. This skill looks so cool, right? Protection, increases the defense of a shield against melee classes and significantly increases ranged block. 20% increased defense and 40% increased ranged block rate. Shield Bash, a brand new skill for the Mercenary in FlyFF Universe. Attack your target with your shield. This attack has a chance to stun your enemy. Sneaker, roots an enemy in place. Empower Weapon, uses the element of your weapon to boost your attack power. Smite Axe, increases accuracy and increases power of the axe weapon. Plus 50 attack power for axes and plus 10% hit rate. Axe Mastery, increases the striking power of an axe. plus 100 attack power. Blazing Sword increases accuracy and increases power of the sword weapon, plus 50 attack power for sword and plus 10% hit rate. And lastly we have Sword Mastery. Increases the striking power of a sword, plus 100 attack power. One thing to keep in mind when choosing which skills to put points into as a mercenary is that a lot of the skills require a specific type of weapon, so make sure you figure out what weapons you want to play with before spending any points on the weapon specific skills. Having the mastery skills will greatly increase your overall DPS, but if you all of a sudden decide to go with axes instead of swords, and you've put 40 points into mastering swords, then you might end up having to use a reskill, which is quite expensive. Mercenaries is a great beginner class. They are very straightforward and will deal great damage, even with sub-optimal equipment. If you choose to go with Mercenary, know that you've made a great choice. Let me know in the comment section down below how you're going to build your Mercenary. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video and you found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Liking and subscribing tells me that this is content that I should do more of. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.